How's it going, guys? It's Poetry Stud, and welcome to Together for Victory. That is correct, you heard right. We're going to be playing Hearts of Iron 4 with the Together for Victory expansion that Paradox was kind enough to give me a review copy for. Let me go and turn my volume up real quick. Gotta get that sweet Hearts of Iron 4 music. Anyways, yeah, I'm really pumped. I'd like to thank Paradox if anyone is watching, but there probably is not. But still, it's very kind of them that they have allowed me to, again, get another expansion to one of their games early. Even if it's just like less than a week early, it's still awesome for the channel, and I love being able to cover it for you guys. Either way, so if you don't know, Together for Victory is the first expansion for Hearts of Iron 4, and it's basically covering the Commonwealth countries, and there's a lot of changes and a lot of really cool things that I'm really looking forward to exploring. And the first thing is look at this. This screen actually has a whole new section where they show. I'm pretty sure it's just other countries any countries that have unique focuses. So because Poland is on there too, and I have the Polish tree. And in the future, I'm not sure how they're gonna format it, but they might have like the majors and then minors that are interesting. That's pretty cool. I like that. But either way, the thing that we're going to be doing is playing as Canada, as you might be able to tell from the name of the series. Actually, I don't know what the name of the series will be, but Canadian Carnage. That sounds pretty cool. Anyways, so yeah, we actually took a poll on my YouTube channel a few days ago. I did a video asking what people wanted me to see, and overwhelmingly, it seems that people want me to play Canada and try to take on the U.S. as a fascist Canada, and we'll show you more about that in a second. For now, though, let's go ahead and look at what we have. So we have a Democratic Party. We have the Great Depression, which is really bad. Conscription crisis among French Canadians, and the Skewer the Eagle, North American Alliance, and Joint Comintern. I think these are different options you can do, which is cool because now it shows kind of like some different options you can do. So those are our options. Let's go ahead and get into it though, so I can go ahead and show you guys some other stuff. So one thing that's new is that they've actually completely reworked the puppet system and vassals. It's not vassals in this time period, but they've completely reworked the way it works with having dominions and other puppets. So like we have South Africa down here, of course, is one of the other countries that's been focused on in the expansion. Australia, New Zealand, and British Raj, as well as Canada. Those are the 5 countries that they kind of have been reworking for this expansion, and each of them has their own independent, unique focus trees now, which is really cool, and I'm really excited to play as Canada. Let's go and get into it, and we'll continue talking about it, but I made have been in Canada 1, sure. So this is, it's interesting because, what was I gonna say, darn it? Basically, so I should say, I took a minute earlier to actually go ahead and look at the tree and plan out my course of action, what I'm going to do as Canada. And so I kind of know a little bit about our tree, but I haven't looked at any of the other Commonwealth countries' trees. But as you can tell, it's a unique tree. Oh, also, this is a new song. I've never heard this one. I like it so far. Okay, that's cool. So obviously there's all these things here. Which it's just a whole new tree, and so that has a whole bunch of different options. I won't go into all of the options. I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit. But yeah, I'm not gonna go into all the options. But one thing that's new for all the countries is this down here: continuous focuses. This is awesome. So, as far as I understand it, this is just a thing where basically when you're done with all the focuses, or you could do it earlier, I suppose, but when you're done with all the focuses, you just have one of these, and you're just putting in your points that you're eventually going to have extra of into a bonus, which will actually, so there's different things that'll increase your construction speed, increase your army training, your autonomy, your construction progress. It's really, really cool that now they have these options. Apparently, there's more down here as well, and I think you can unlock even more. So that's really cool. You can really, really affect how fast you produce things which is pretty awesome. That's like really cool that they've kind of made it so that once you're done with all the focuses, you aren't just sitting around with the tree empty now. And that's really cool. Oh, the game got a little laggy there. I think it's just loading in still. Give it a second. Also, I should mention I'm at home, so the acoustics, I just got home like yesterday, so the acoustics of the room I'm recording in might be a little bit different, but hopefully the audio is fine either way. Yo, this song is dope. These fresh beats. I'm just messing. Anyways, so we're going to get started soon, but I do want to like cover some of the stuff that I've looked at. So, so this screen is changed a whole bunch. So there's this thing right here, right? Where basically, as a Dominion, you're kind of like a colonial puppet, but you have certain amounts of bonuses. And that's one of the things with the way that they've reworked the whole thing. It's a slider from left to right of being a full puppet to being free. And I wish there would be a way to like see the other levels that are available. But yeah, so basically as a Dominion, we cannot declare our own wars, and we cannot decline calls to a call to war, which is unfortunate. But we also get trade bonuses. And so we have these, you need political power, and you also need these like puppet, or these, I actually don't know what they're called. I should have read the dev diary and remembered. Sorry for that noise. You have these like puppet points, or, I don't know what they're called, but you get these points, these little pawn points, and you can use those to break free. And that is one thing that we're going to be doing. Like I said, I did a poll asking you guys if you wanted to see me do a run where I kind of played with the allies as a loyal puppet or a loyal Dominion, or if I would break free and try to take on the US, which is a good challenge, but might lead to less conflict in the late game. And you guys pretty overwhelmingly said we should try to break free and go fascist, which is really cool because there's some interesting things here. There's a whole bunch of options, and I'm not going to go into all of them, but you can, get stronger and closer to the UK. You can leave and then go and try to ally the United States and have your own faction with them. You can try to go fascist with Germany, fascist on your own with Mexico. You could try to go communist on your own, or communist as part of the Comintern. And so there's quite a few options. Hopefully you guys can't hear that noise. I think my stepdad is leaving. He's got a Camaro, so it's got a loud engine. But anyways, so yeah, so since obviously right at the start of this tree, this is where you decide, are you going to stay with them, or are you going to go away? And I think we're going to go with this. We're going to go with patriation, which gives you autonomy progress gain. Autonomy progress being that's what it is. It's the autonomy progress. That's what the name is for those points. Okay. Anyway, so then you get one per day, which is pretty good. And then after that, we'll choose what we want to do, but we're probably going to go this, I think. So anyways, that's, I think that's going to be cool. So we're going to go ahead and do that, I do believe. We're going to go ahead and do that first, because I think we want to get that rolling. And then over here, this side of the tree, this whole chunk of the tree is focused on research and industry. And the last thing I'll point out before we get started is that there's also this thing right here, this choice right here, is really cool, because basically what it is you can choose to either go for more industry, which gives you 3 military factories and some civilian factories in total. Luckily, you don't need it for this other research slot. Or you can go for manpower and send in the zombies. I know is a historic thing where there was a sort of propaganda thing where lots of people, the zombies was referring to, I believe, Canadian citizens. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to spread false information. But the zombies, I believe, were the people who didn't want to fight in the war in Canada, like the people in Quebec and stuff. But either way, so you have to make a decision. You want to get some extra industry after getting some industry, or do you want to get some extra manpower? And I'm thinking we're going to go to the manpower route, since there's already some other industry stuff. But we'll see. Either way, there's a lot of focuses. And one thing that I've noticed that people have kind of criticized prematurely, in my opinion. They're like, oh, look at how big these trees are. They're bigger than most of the majors' powers. But I've looked at it, and lots of these things are kind of they're good, but they're like spread out more than the other majors. The majors have fewer focuses, sure, but that just means they get the bonuses quicker because they get larger bonuses. Whereas these, it's kind of like spread out more. You know, there's a whole focus just for one. You know, that's not like, and that's not really that great. So just because it's bigger doesn't mean it's better. If anything, it might be worse. We'll see. Oh god, my mouse is freaking out. Sorry, I don't have a mouse pad actually yet. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and go patriation first. And let's go ahead and get started. You guys are probably sick of me talking. I don't know. You might be interested to hear what I have to say, because I do think that it's quite interesting, lots of the changes that have been made. Come on, mouse. Stop doing this right now. So we got free military factories. 5 military factories to start off with is not too bad. All right, one sec. I gotta figure this out. All right. Sorry. All right. Cool. Hopefully it'll be working better now. We got free civilian factories as well. 10? Oh, no, 10 out of 13. Because of the Great Depression, that's right. So I think we want to go ahead and start building some military factories. Although, I don't know, civilian factories are good to build early on. So I think that's what we'll do. And then research, again, is like the last thing. I always pretty much, oh, technology sharing, look at that. That's really nice because the UK already has that. And that's one thing, that there's a whole bunch of new features with the way that technology sharing works and stuff, at least for the Commonwealth countries. And I really appreciate that. I love the fact that they put in a lot of work into that. I think we'll do construction as well. Anyways, let's go ahead and unpause now. We'll go on speed 4. And if you don't know, speed 4 normally goes pretty fast, and speed 5 just tears through stuff. So once we kind of get settled in and I figure out some of this stuff, then we're just gonna go on speed 5 and speed through things. Whoa, look at this. It looks new. It's definitely new. They have like a nice green background now. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So okay, there's also this new spearhead command, which is like the blitz command. Ooh, excuse me, I took a sip of my coffee. But yeah, there's a lot of new stuff, and I actually am probably gonna get mixed up some of the stuff, because some of the stuff is free features, but I'm probably just gonna not remember to say which is which. I don't know if I'll remember that. Either way, hopefully you guys don't mind that, but I think I want to have this be just up to like here. Yeah. So while we're going, toggle music controller achievements. Join the Axis as Canada. Okay, apparently these are the new achievements. There are some bugs apparently, but I think that's because of the fact that, like, you know, the patch isn't officially out yet. So I don't think these achievements are actually like on stream. On Steam. So don't worry about this. I'm sure this will be fixed, if not at the time of the patch, but soon after. So, but there are some achievements apparently for Canada in particular. Send in the zombies, which we are probably going to go for. Controls Maryland. Well, we'll probably do that. And it's cool because I believe it's only showing ones that we can get, which makes sense. So that's cool. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff to look at. I don't know why my mouse is freaking out. I'm going to fix that in between episodes, but that's fine for now. So one thing is there's this statistics or combat log screen, and basically it will tell you your win ratio, your manpower lost, your equipment losses by combat and attrition, that enemy combat losses, the types of templates and stuff. Oh wow, that's an early Spanish Civil War. Also, just at a quick glance, you can see how many offensive and defensive combats there are, which is awesome when you have, like, you know, if you're playing, especially as like France or the Soviets or the UK, where you have territories all over the world, you can easily see, oh, this theater's being attacked, I should go pay attention. That's really cool. I believe that is a paid feature? Again, I don't really remember. I'm sorry. Okay, so Canada seeks immediate patriation. Canadian Parliament has overturned the British North American Act, instead of enshrining the Canadian Constitution and laws untouchable. They were showing an anti-British move, and its own rate signals a move away from the Commonwealth policy of the old empire. Yeah, they can tough it out alone. Okay, so that's just a flavor thing. Again, there are probably going to be some bugs because it's not out yet, but that's fine. Don't worry about it. You know, they will either fix it by the time of the release day patch or soon after. You know, Paradox, there are a lot of criticisms about the AI that I think are fair, but they if there's bugs, they fix them like pretty quickly. They try to fix them. So there's actually there's two ways you can go. You can actually go with this one, which is the fascist route, or the communist route, and we have to be free to do this one. This one adds 100 of those points, the autonomy progress. By the way, just to point out, this is the naval tree, this is the air tree, so those are kind of like set apart on their own, which I can appreciate. It makes it easier to see. And then the army one is here, and it overlaps a little bit with some of the other parts of the tree. But anyways, so we do want to probably do some stuff like this, but I think it's not incredibly necessary right now. I think excuse me. I think we want to do this, and it is interesting because they've actually reworked it so that national focuses can be modified. Another change is, by the way, so like also just I should mention, the first couple episodes will probably be not a lot of action, but we're gonna be like talking about lots of things. We're gonna do this. We're gonna be talking about lots of things as we get closer to wartime. But another cool thing, by the way, the tanks are actually not just generic tanks now. For I believe every single one of the Commonwealth countries has their own like unique tanks now, which is awesome. I didn't realize that was what this was. We should actually be doing this instead. Sorry, tanks. I didn't realize that was you. You're not that important right now. I just kind of like got blinded by the light. I don't know. But basically, let's have our next one go there. So I don't know. We have high national unity. Okay, cool. Some research. I think we'll do this as well. That's normally a good idea, is to do that. So with manpower now, manpower works a little bit differently because there's the total manpower and then the percentage of the eligible core population available. But then it takes that, and that is its own pool. That is the total manpower pool. And then that big pool is modified by the effective total manpower, which is modified by various things. And in this case, we actually have a minus 30% due to the conscription crisis, which is quite interesting. I should actually go ahead and look for a second about where is the thing what takes away the... How do we get rid of the... Excuse me. How do we get rid of the what's it called? The freaking Great Depression. How do we do that? How do you... Oh, you have to do it through this? What? Oh gosh, I didn't realize that. Great Depression. Jeez. Okay, well that makes me maybe want to change my mind, huh? That maybe kind of makes me want to change my mind in regards to the in regards to the... Whoa, what is happening? That's not really what I meant to do. Maybe we'll have to go that way then instead of for the zombies. I don't know though. That's brutal. So basically, you either have to run with reduced factories or with reduced manpower. That's real interesting, huh? But it looks like you might be able to sort of counteract that with some of the other industry things. Yeah, I mean that's quite interesting. Low manpower, yeah, I know. So here's the thing with low manpower, or with being Canada, we're gonna have trouble with manpower, but we should be able to kind of counteract that with a few things. One thing is land doctrine. Using specific land doctrine can actually help out. Unfortunately, we don't start with a doctrine path that has manpower at its end, but mass assault and mobile warfare both do. I think we'll probably switch to mobile warfare, and that may seem like a waste, but it's worth it, honestly. Okay, so swastika clubs, interesting. There's a lot of new music, wow. So we can't do this because we have to be independent and fascist. But I think that's okay, because I think we want to focus on industry and other stuff now. I would like to do... I think we go for probably this one. Yeah, let's just do that. It's good to get political power early on anyways. We need to end this episode in a second, but we'll go ahead and first do some more industry. I almost always do concentrated industry, and I think it's only good to do dispersed if you're like in Europe and you're gonna get bombed. That's the only thing that really incentivizes you to do that. By the way, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this episode because it's been the timer's gone off. So thank you guys for watching this episode. Please leave a like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.